Hello and welcome to the patch notes. First, I want to say thank you to everybody that is a new subscriber. We have done Dark and Darker content for approximately 3 weeks now, maybe 4, I don't know. But we have gained over 100 subs, and that is insane. Like 100 subs. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. We are going to talk patch notes. Yeah. Early access, Hotfix 13, let's get right into it. We fixed a bug where gold coins could be duplicated. Now this is of course the biggest one. Gold duping is actually ruining the economy, ruining the game. The gear sets, the stats, everything is messed up. It's very good that they of course fixed this so quickly. So far, I'm really impressed with all of these patches, how quickly they react, how much they patch, and I'm really pleased. The meta is in dire need of a shakeup right now, and with this we get a little bit of a breather. Cleric's base strength has been increased from 11 to 13, so that's going to be 4 more health. Cleric's base agility increased from 11 to 12, a little bit faster at opening stuff. Interaction speed is increased, of course, movement speed and how fast they attack. And of course, they get some interaction speed here to resourcefulness. We will see how that plays out. And this stat impacts how much they heal, how much spell power they get. So a little bit of a nerf to judgment and healing and other spells, but overall I feel like Cleric should feel like a more smoother experience, especially when you start playing the game and you're not experienced. So very good change overall in my opinion. Now let's get to what everybody's talking about. Rogues have been nerfed to the ground. So the rogue's base agility is now 30. I feel like that is fine. Like 35 is a lot. 30 is enough to still be very fast. So what is the problem? This is also an increase, right? They moved the 5 points to resourcefulness, which means rogues should mine now even faster. And rogues are the class to pick if you want to mine. So very interesting to me. I'm gonna maybe mine some ores again next wipe. Next wipe will be on Tuesday, by the way. Tuesday the 26th of September, just so you know as well. Rogue's ambush perk damage bonus decreased from 50 to 30. Now, that is quite the big jump, right? 20%. Now we can already start seeing why people are saying that rogues are dead now. But the biggest one is this hide duration decrease from 60 to 20 seconds. So basically people used to open doors, press hide, and it's so long that you can just sit there for a whole minute, right? It's actually less than this. So rogues have a really low will stat. Their base will stat is like 7 or something. It's really low, which means that all of these durations here are cut in, not cut in half, but cut in a quarter. So minus 25%. So this 60 seconds, minus 25%, and you need to minus the 25% here as well. Which means it's even lower than 20 seconds now. And now they need a mastery perk to increase it back up to 60 where it was. And I feel like they do a lot of these changes where they just take stuff from the rogues, like the crossbow was taken. Now the hide ability is demolished. And there was one more, I can't remember. Oh yeah, the double jump, of course, was nerfed to the ground. And I feel like the way they are changing things right now is really not that much fun, right? You want to buff up other classes that are weak. You don't want to take away everything that makes a class fun, right? And now they have taken away so much from the rogues that I feel like what is left to do, right? What is their playstyle now? They cannot 1v1 any class. And the only thing left to do is just red around, maybe third party. I don't know. The rogue playstyle should really see some buffs where you can run around stealthed, maybe 20 steps. Maybe you combine the running around and the hide ability because it's so short now. You can add 10 steps included, right? Something like that. Maybe give it a 20-second cooldown, make it even shorter, give it 10 steps. And this way, at least, a skilled player can outplay people with going into the shadow, quickly attacking again, going into the shadow with a 25-second cooldown or something. Give them something cool to do, right? Don't take away everything. Don't take away all their playstyle. Now, the weak point, 50% weapon damage bonus has been removed. I think this is a good change, and this one was needed as well, because rogues can just, even if you are a very geared fighter, rogues can almost one-shot you. Like, it's almost to the point where I was complaining earlier in one of my videos that I go in geared, right, into the goblin caves. People complain, and I'm like, yeah, but a rogue with just a good dagger can still almost one-shot me. So I think this is a very much needed change. And I feel like this is the duration in which the armor debuff is lasting, right? So it's also 2 seconds shorter. I don't feel they need to reduce the damage on all daggers as well. I have already played today, and I think it's 2 damage across the board. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me on everything if it's wrong. But so far, these are the changes. Now, I have some more to share with you guys. There is a very funny idea going around. This is on the subreddit. It was posted by Kind, and it's a very funny post. So there is a new rogue build to cope with the nerfs. It is called the Street Performer. Alright, I'm gonna just quickly read this to you guys. Okay, so hear me out. We don't deal enough damage to kill any class in the 1v1 now, and we cannot tank, nor can we win in a ranged combat. So we get fighting out of the way. No more fighting. Even the work in progress class with 2 skills brings more to the table. So we have to adapt and pivot with the previous buffs to the caltrops and the smoke bomb. I think we now understand the design Iron Mace is working on. Now, this is the build. You take Joker, Tumble, Smokescreen, and Double Jump as your core. Rest is preference. Rogue is now a street performer / circus artist. You still go into the raid naked. But your main purpose is now to entertain a very skilled player. Might give you some coins, 10 or 20 from a good team. With the voice in the raid and tumbling around combo. You usually start off the show with a smoke bomb as a classic entrance. You then throw some jokes over the voice. Maybe open the chest really fast to showcase your dexterity. And then double jump high. From there, you do a tumble backflip into the crowd. I've heard some rogues main this in NA, and they're mastering it, walking over the caltrops as well, since the ability receives a huge buff, which could be quite impressive. Alright, I'm thinking we can build full agility to run faster from spectator to spectator, but I'll let the theory crafting team work out the details. As far as group play goes, I'm pretty sure a rogue will be even more sought after. Pairing your circus skills with a talented bard music may increase your profits. I'm also exploring playing with a wizard who can fireball the rogue to end its suffering in the case the spectators don't feel generous that day. Curious to hear your thoughts and how we can improve the build. Guys, check out the subreddit, maybe leave the comments down below and onto this video. How can we improve the rogue even further? How can we improve the street performer / circus build? Now, of course, this is meant to be funny, and I'm not mocking all of the rogue players. I feel you. I feel like the nerfs are too harsh. I found another post that is discussing why rogues were over-nerfed, right? So, I'm just gonna summarize this, and I'm gonna say that the summary of this article, you can read it, you can pause, but the summary is that rogues were nerfed so that Iron Mace can see the high roller performance. They don't want rogues to go in there naked. They want every rogue to basically give up and let other classes play the high roller, and then they have some actual data which they can then try and implement in the future. Now, there could be something to that. That's all I'm going to say. And, you know, we all know that next patch is actually going to be the big patch, which is dropping on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, the 26th of September, we're going to see a lot of balance changes. So we might as well see rogues getting buffed again. So it's just maybe temporary until Tuesday. And I found another interesting post for today's episode, which is the top 3 things that Smitha, I hope I got your name right, is hoping for in the next patch on Tuesday. So, Smitha is hoping for dungeon progression. He mainly plays Dewey because only has one friend. Love the fact that he can play duos, but I feel overstayed my welcome in the ruins. It's just a PvP fest. One of the big draws for me is going deeper in the game. I've never killed a hell boss. Would love to have the ability to delve deeper in duos. We try crypts. We get rolled by 3-mans. And then rinse and repeat, eventually back to starter gear. And we want to go deeper. And the want to go deeper is gone. And when we are grayed out, so this might be controversial, but it's a twofold wish. Either down also for duos, or duos on crypts. So I can go down again. Controversial, I know. I mean, this guy is a duo player, so of course I understand why he wants that. Second thing he wishes for is stat changes, something along the lines of Constitution being added as a separate modifier to Strength. So only raising health, I guess, and not the physical damage aspect. Classes being fleshed out, specifically either the big bard change rework, they've mentioned it before, which I don't care much about, me neither. But now they have balanced bard a lot, and he is curious to which classes might get another class rework. The Druid, of course, being released, Warlock being fleshed out the way Bard was on EA release compared to Playtest 5. Alright, so I'm not playing the game for that long. Patch, what I'm hoping for is mainly some abilities to be added for multiple tests we can do, right? The fighter has the spear, right? It's his main weapon, but he doesn't have a spear perk. Yet, the ranger has a spear perk, and he can opt to use the spear, getting even some bonus damage. I feel like the fighter really needs a spear path. I feel like the rogues need some new playstyles to go after. I feel like cleric can have some damage spells, some more of them. I feel like it would be really fun. Of course, wizard more spells. Wizard needs some more abilities as well. I'm hoping for a lot of abilities, a lot of perks, a lot of play paths and builds we can try out. That's the most fun for me. I'm hoping for some mining and ore changes. I don't know if they're gonna happen, but the random roll on the armor is kind of too harsh for me. I would prefer if we can at least choose one roll, right? Or all the rolls, but not how much the attributes are giving, right? Something like, or just one. Something along those lines. It feels really weak to me that you spend all day farming and then you just craft an item and it's just garbage. Some more things I hope for are, I think Ranger is a little strong, but I think they are looking into that already. So far I'm really pleased actually. I think this game is going into a great direction, especially with what they are teasing for the future. And I want to know how you guys feel. First of all, thank you guys for watching. Leave down a comment down below. What are you looking forward to? Thanks for joining the Lenny squad, I guess. I don't have a name yet. If you have a name for our community, leave it down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing with over 100 subs. This is just crazy. I cannot thank you guys enough. And I will cover some more patch notes on Tuesday. Stay tuned for that. And we will see us in the next one. Bye, guys.